Welcome to Rob's Dyno Service. We're going to take and install on the Indian 111. So the kit that we make, the monotube kit, that will go in all bikes from 2014 to present. Okay, it will go for all models. Yes, this is a Roadmaster, but the same principles don't change for the Vintage or a Dark Horse or any others. If it's a 111 Indian, our system will fit in all of them. We also do make a monotube kit for the Challenger and a new rear shock for the Challenger as well. That'll be an upcoming video shortly. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble the fairing. We're going to take the fenders off, their front wheel off, so we can get access at some bolts, and watch along as we go to change to the Rob's Dyno Service JRI monotube suspension. Go. So one of the first things you should do is we need to take off the outer fairing. So to do that, we have two bolts here. Let's slightly grab a hold of this, grab it, slide it off. There is 4 interfering bolts, actually 6 interfering bolts that we need to get those off as well. So we need to pull off the speaker grills, and let's grab the tool to do that. To pull off the speaker grills, Snap-on, Mac, they all make those nice little plastic tools. It's held in with rubber, so all you got to do is give it a little pry, and you'll see here it's held in with the rubber right here. Watch me do the other side. And a lot of the riders complain about it rattling, and it's rattling because it's in the plastic. Come on, come on. Alright, so it only has a little tab here. You can see how many miles that Pastor has on his bike. He's actually worn these out, and that's it. So we have a screw here, a screw here, and a screw there, and 4 of them along the top of I should say the bottom of the windshield. So to do it, you have to raise the windshield all the way up, get in here with a little ball socket, and take these screws out, and we'll be good to go. So follow along, and we'll do this. After we get the pinch bolts out, we're going to take the axle out. Axle comes out, easy enough. Then we want to take the front tire out. Don't have your spacers drop out. Alright, get the tire out. Alright, as you can see, these forks are leaking really bad. Alright, so there's 2 pinch bolts behind, and there's 1 up top. Alright, and we also do have a ABS sensor. We do want to take that off. Let's hope that comes out easily. The bottom's loosened. We can loosen these up more to get the top one. All we're trying to do is just move this a little bit out of the way so we can get to the top pinch bolts. Alright. It would have been so much easier if Indian had the pinch bolts behind, but we're not that lucky. Alright, So all we need to do is just move this a little bit. As you can see, we now have access to the pinch bolts. So if we go up here with our nice little tool, here's a nice new tool I got from Blue Point, a little 1/4-inch ratchet, and we're going to reach up in here, and I'll get with a flashlight so you can see what we're looking for. You look up here, you see that pinch bolt on the side? That's what we're going to get. Alright, so we're just going to go up here with our tool and maybe use the other one. So once you have everything loose, all the pinch bolts, then you can slide these down. Come on. Give them a little twist back and forth. Alright, and we want to get them out. Wipe all this lovely oil off, and we'll bring them to our suspension bench. Once we have the forks out, we clean the tubes, make sure there's no imperfections, rust, or burrs. We want to loosen the Allen bolt on the base, and that is an 8mm. I use an impact, it just makes it a little bit easier and quicker. Once we get that bolt out, and we can watch all the mud come out. See all the mud come out?
That wasn't an awful lot of fork oil either.
Well, not yet. We haven't drained it all. I got to take the top cap off. I'm going to do that also with the impact real quick. Prepared for the spring to come out. There you go. Now the rest of the fork oil will come out. The whole, oh, look at that. Spring assembly will come out. And it doesn't have enough room. There is Indian's thing. We're then going to see if anything else is going to fall out. Nope. Alright, I'm going to put the back in the vise. Let it drip while we're doing our thing. Some of you may want to wear gloves to do this. Alright, the next thing we want to do is get the dust cover off. Remove that. Go inside of here. You'll find a little wire clip. You want to save that. Pull that out all the way around. Alright. Save that, and then we want to pull this out. So hopefully in one swift move, there it goes. Out comes the fork and seal and bushing. Alright, so here's our seal, our spacer, our top bushing, and here is our bottom bushing. So we'll take a screwdriver here, put it in between, and raise it, and off will come the lower bushing. Alright. We want to clean the assemblies. so we'll have no dirt and dust and all the other stuff. Alright, we want to drain out the bore. Alright, get some parts cleaner and we'll clean all this stuff up. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is install our new bushings. These are extra. If you would like to have all new bushings, you need to buy these from us, or you can buy them from Indian. Alright, so that's how easy the front one goes on. We're then going to take our lower leg and we'll make sure it's all cleaned out. Hold on, I need a new can. Alright, so what we need to do is install our fork. We have the new bushing in. We're going to slide it down. Alright, we're going to get our new upper bushing here. Our washer. Alright, and then we're going to get our installing tool. Some of the things that you do need to have that's specialty tool is a bushing and seal driver. This is a 46mm driver. So what we're going to do is tap this down to get our bushing in place. Alright, once you get it down, you'll hear it. We're going to grab our new seal. One of the next things that we want to do is grab one of our seals and we're going to give it a little lube. A little lube on the outside, a little on the ring. Gently put it across. We slide this down. Alright, you gently start it in with your hands. Take our seal driver. You want to drive it down until it bottoms out, and you can see the rings. We're going to take our clip that we kept before. I put the rings in first. And slide it in, and you want to make sure that the ring is seated all the way around. Then you want to take your nice dust shields. Again, all those, the dust shields, seals, bushings, these are all extra. They do not come in the kit. Again, we want to take a little lube, and I seem to have plenty of it all over my hands. And put it on. And the dust shields you can put on with your fingers. Okay? So that is all set. The next thing that you want to do, we're going to put the top out spring and washer. We want to make sure the washer is, spring is first, the washer's then. I'll loosen the fork. I want to convert it like so. Slide it all the way in. Put it back in the vise. We have a new copper washer and our bolt. Once we got it all started, we want to tighten it up. There we go. And tighten it to OEM spec. Alright. We now have the fork assembled. We need to fill it with oil. Alright. Our kit comes with the pre-determined oil. And it's 100 milliliters. Oop. Alright, once you've got all the oil in and you've gone up and down the tube a pile of times to get the oil down in the bottom, we need to now put the cap on. Alright, you have to compress it. It's not too hard once you get it all set. I'm going to tighten it up. Alright. You have to put it in a vise and torque it. So let's get the adapter in. Alright, all we need to do is snug this up. 16 foot-pounds is the torque for it. Once it's locked down, it's done. Take it out of our fork vise. Alright, so now the fork is ready to be installed back in the bike and for the rider to go take it for a ride and enjoy himself. Alright, so after you get your forks are all done, put them back in the bike. Some of the things that you want to be wary of is make sure you use good penetrating oil on all your dissimilar metals, because bolts will break, especially on older bikes. So all you do is reverse all the steps, make sure you torque everything to OEM specs, and take it for a ride. And remember that these shocks and forks are only available through Rob's Dyno Service, and we guarantee that you'll be happy.